as my colleague Ms. Presley established, Celgene makes Revlimid, a cancer drug. Do you know what the price of Revlimid was when it first hit the market in 2005?
I don't remember the number, but it was
Reclaiming my
200
time.
or...
Reclaiming my time. It was $215 for one pill. Do you know what the price of Revlimid was in 2013?
I can look it up, but I don't recall. I don't have it in front of me.
$412 per pill. How about the price? Let's get into more recent where your memory may be jogged. How about 2017?
I would say approximately $700 a pill, but I don't have it in front of me.
$719 per pill, and today, Revlimid costs $763 per pill. I'm curious, did the drug get substantially more effective in that time? Did cancer patients need fewer pills?
During that time, the development of Revlimid included 6 additional indications, some in lymphoma, and the balance in patients with different segments.
Oh, great. I want to,
myeloma.
reclaiming my time. So, Mr. Ellis, you discovered more patients who might benefit from paying $763 a pill, but being able to use a drug for more patients doesn't necessarily more price. Did the drug start to work faster? Were there fewer side effects? How did you change the formula or production of Revlimid to justify this price increase?
The indication changes are for subsets of different patients with disease.
Reclaiming my time, Mr. Ellis, I understand that. What I'm trying to understand from you is how did the drug improve? If I were to look at a pill and analyze it from 2005 when it cost $215 and I was looked today at when it cost $763, would that pill be the same?
I understand your question about the pill. The manufacturing for it would be the same.
Great, thank you. So to put that in perspective, you hiked the price by $500 when the average Orange County senior only has $528 left in their bank account after they've paid their basic monthly expenses. The average Orange County senior can't even afford one pill. Mr. Ellis, do you know how much you personally received in bonuses over 2 years, the last 2 years, just because Celgene raised the price of this one drug, Revlimid?
I receive very generous compensation, but I don't know the exact number that you're referring to.
In fact, you personally received $500,000 personally just by tripling the price of Revlimid. So to recap here, the drug didn't get any better. The cancer patients didn't get any better. You just got better at making money. You just refined your skills at price gouging. Facebook's known as a great place to work. Free food, ping pong tables, great employee benefits. But Facebook doesn't use its employees for the hardest jobs in the company. You've got about 15,000 contractors watching murders, stabbings, suicides, other gruesome, disgusting videos for content moderation, correct?
Congressman, yes, I believe that's correct.
You pay many of those workers under $30,000 a year, and you've cut them off from mental health care when they leave the company, even if they have PTSD because of their work for your company. Is that correct?
Congresswoman, my understanding is we pay everyone, including the contractors associated with the company, at least a $15 minimum wage. In markets and in cities where there's a high cost of living, that's a $20 minimum wage. We go out of our way
Thank
to
you.
offer
I take your word at the wage.
Health.
Reclaiming my time. According to one report I have, and this is straight out of an episode of Black Mirror, these workers get nine minutes of supervised wellness time per day. That means 9 minutes to cry in the stairwell while somebody watches them. Would you be willing to commit to spending 1 hour a day for the next year watching these videos and acting as a content monitor and only accessing the same benefits available to your workers?
Congresswoman, we work hard to make sure that we give good benefits to all the folks who are doing this.
Mr. Zuckerberg, reclaiming my time, I would appreciate a yes or a no. Would you be willing to act as a content monitor? To have that life experience?
I'm not sure that it would best serve our community for me to spend that much
reclaiming
time.
My time. Mr. Zuckerberg,
I spend a lot of time looking at this content.
Mr. Zuckerberg, are you saying you're not qualified to be a content monitor?
No, Congresswoman, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay, then you're saying you're not willing to do it. My question for you is whether you would be willing to share today your social security, your birth date, and your address at this public hearing.
I would be a bit uncomfortable doing that, Congresswoman. If you'd so oblige me, I'd prefer not to.
Okay, could I ask you why you're unwilling?
Well, that's sensitive information. I think it's sensitive information that I like to protect, and I think consumers should protect theirs.
Okay, so my question then is, if you agree that exposing this kind of information like that you have in your credit reports creates harm, therefore you're unwilling to share it, why are your lawyers arguing in federal court that there was no injury and no harm created by your data breach?
Congresswoman, it's really hard for me to comment on what our lawyers
sir,
are doing.
Respectfully, excuse me, but you do employ those lawyers, and they do operate at your direction. They're your counsel, and they are making these arguments in court, arguing on the record. I have the pleadings here from the court case. They are arguing on the record that that this case should be dismissed because there is no injury and no harm created by the disclosure of people's personal credit information. Yet I understand you, as I would, to believe that that the exposure of that information, I asked you if you would give it to the committee, and you understandably said no, would in fact create a harm. So I guess I would ask you to please look carefully at what your lawyers are doing and the arguments that they are making, because I feel they're inconsistent with some of the helpful testimony that you've provided today.